last episode, we took on the Colorado Rapids at their place and we won 3-2 before taking on Seattle Sounders in the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup 4th round, and we lost in a 7-goal thriller 4-3. Since then, we had our revenge against the Sounders, beating them 3-2 at our place. We took on Kansas City, we won 2-0 at their gaff before taking on Chicago Fire, and we won 2-0. We also took on Dallas at our place and we lost 1-0. They proved to be a bit of a bogey side as we've played them twice and yet to pick up a win. In this episode, we're going to take on Minnesota at their place and Real Salt Lake back at home. Portland Timbers. Truly a one-of-a-kind club. They've got the players. They've got the fans. They've even got this guy. But what they really want is the MLS Cup back. But we ain't stopping there. We're going to go all the way. So here we are with the first match of this video. We take on Minnesota at their place. Minnesota currently find themselves, where are they? 6th in the Western Conference. Portland, that's us, we currently find ourselves top of the pops, 2 points ahead of Houston. So my start 11 for this match looks like this. Gleason in goal, Richardson, Ridgewell, Mabaya, Powell, Nkongo, Valeri, Guzman, Blanco, Nunez and Addy up front. Am I going to make any lastminute.com changes? I don't think so. We're going to go with this. And our hosts go with a 4-2-3-1. And our hosts kick us off in a rather big stadium, but there's not many fans knocking about. That's a little disheartening for the Minnesota team. Richardson clears that away. First, a little bit of pressure to deal with, and here they come again, Minnesota. Molino gets a little cheeky cross in there. Gleason grabs it, no problems, and he boots it out towards Addy. Heads it back to Nunez. Tries to set Addy away, but no joy here. Come Minnesota now with Calvo, Warner, Ibsen. Back to Warner now. Picks out Finley wide open on the right-hand side. Can he do anything with it? No. Richardson breaks it up, and Blanco now comes for Portland. Valeri, Richardson, Addy. Can he shoot? Yes, he can. A pillar of a goal. Just, I think it's probably on the outside of the box. Strikes. We're going to have a look at the replay here. Addy picks out Valeri, who sees Richardson making a cheeky run. Lovely pass to Addy. Nicely floated in there. Good control. And in the bottom left-hand corner. Job done. 1-0 up. I'll take it. I'll take it right now. Richardson to Addy. Nunez. Blanco. Trying to make it 2. Shuttleworth down to the ground. Pushes it out for a corner. And Valeri takes it. It's dealt with handsomely by Minnesota. So, opening 10 minutes, we're in front. Shuttleworth with the goal kick, puts it long towards Finley. Good header. Montano, Finley, Warner, Molino, Thiessen, wide open. Finley, Montano now levels the score for Minnesota. So the lead was very, very short. I'm not even gonna have a look at that goal again. Made me mad. Maybe a bit of encouragement for the boys. We need to try and get a second goal before the break would be great. Molino, free kick. Finley, Gleason down the ground, tips it round for a corner for Minnesota. What are they going to do with this? Ibra. Addy heads it clear. Finley will pick it up though. Gets a cross in there. No one's on the end of it. And that'll roll out for a goal kick. Finley for Minnesota. He's been all over the place at the minute. Ibra. Molino tries to set something up, but no joy. Valeri, free kick. Nunez, effort. Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. As we creep and crawl to the 40-minute mark. Still 1-1. Bit of an injury situation for Minnesota. Substitutions called for. Guzman, Valeri. Tries to pick a pass down the middle for Addy, but no joy. Rolls straight through to Shuttleworth, who boots it. Szymanski heads it on. Here comes Finley once again. Has been a very decent player for Minnesota, but his cross goes straight in the arms of Gleason, who boots it towards Addy. Valeri over the top for Addy. Can he tuck it in there? No. Shuttleworth pushes it around for a corner. Half-time is approaching. Blanco with the corner. Comes out to Nunez. Addy, can he do anything with it? No. Valeri's teasing shot. When she goes out for a corner, he'll take the resultant corner. Comes out to Nunez. Yeah. Horrific. And that should be the last bit of drama for the half. Minnesota 1, Portland 1. The Timbers kick us off in the second half. Nunez outright. Back to Powell. Valeri. Picks out Guzman. Nice pass. Blanco. Addy. Valeri. Guzman. Okungo, Guzman, brought down by Szymanski. It'll be a free kick for Portland, but it looks like it amount to nothing. Free kick on the other hand for Minnesota. Montano shot straight at Gleason. No problems. Gleason with a goal kick, boots it long towards Addy. Can he get ahead of it? No, he can't. Szymanski. Though, here comes Portland with a break. Nunez, can he get a decent crossing for a change? He can. Addy's shot, or head, tipped over by Shuttleworth. Corner is poor. Molino deals with it. Maybe we should crank up the notch, go attacking. Get creative, boys. Let's try and find an answer to this bit of a defensive situation that we have to deal with. Looking at my subs, it's getting around about that time where you make changes. Minnesota with Nicholson, Molino, Calvo, Szymanski. Long range effort, a bit over ambitious, but give it a go. So I'm looking maybe going to throw on Obibise or Forlan, probably Forlan actually. Corner, Minnesota. Nicholson's effort, I think it's blocked by a defender. It'll be a free kick though for the Timbers. We're reaching the 70-minute mark. Let's do it. So in fact, I threw all the changes on. 3 subs. Hopefully we can try and find a winner. But I am the Tinker Man, so it might go the other way. Minnesota here. Nicholson turns and shoot well wide. So come on, boys. I'm going to even push it up to overload in just a second if we can't find anything within the next 5 minutes. Guzman, Montano, Nicholson. Finley's wide open. Takes a shot. Gleason down to the ground. It'll be a corner for Minnesota. Not it's dealt with, I guess, for Timber. Just hoofed it clear. We're down the last 13 minutes. Come on, Richardson, Okungo, Guzman. Richardson. Guzman over the top. Shuttleworth. I'm getting off this. I can't see what's going on. Finley. Richardson trying to deal with it. He's been pushed forward to more of a winger role. But here come Minnesota with Nicholson, Davis, Guzman. Nice bit of tackling there. Tries to punt it forward. And we do keep it alive. Nunez. Blanco. Forlan. He's got a man in the middle. If he can pick it out, it's a penalty. It's a pen. Forlan will take it. Come on, Forlan. Yo! Tucks it in the bottom on the left-hand corner. And that's his 12th of the season. It's a massive goal. Massive goal. Maybe we can go counter a little bit. Just pull on the brakes. Mabaya to Nunez. Nkungo. Forlan. Blanco now. Come on. Whoa, what? Strike while the iron's hot, boys. Last 10 minutes. Valentin. Nunez. Tries to set up Forlan. Richardson with a throw. Okungo. Nunez. He's looking worrying. He looks pretty suspect in possession, does Nunez. Ridgewell back in the side after his injury. Poor pass. Here come Minnesota with Nicholson's effort as well wide. And it's down to the last 8 minutes. Can we hang on? I know we shouldn't be hanging on. Oh my goodness gracious me. Bit of drama there. Off the inside of the bar, but ended up being a free kick. Here comes Guzman for Timbers. Blanco over the top for Forlan. What's he going to do? Obibise. Okungo. Richardson. Oh, Obibise could have wrapped it up there. Not a bad effort. Gleason with a goal kick. Boots it long. Guzman. Okungo. Richardson. Oh, booted clear. Gleason there, though. Calm as you like. 5 minutes to go. What's he going to do? Punts it long. Straight into Minnesota's possession. Molino. Nicholson. Mambaya. It's a pen. Absolutely horrific. What is he doing? He's probably just throwing it all away. Oh, big save by Gleason. Big, monstrous save. I think Ridgewell with the clearance. Hanging in there as Portland. Guzman. What are we doing here? We better not choke right at the last second and give away the points. Molino. Nicholson. Straight at Gleason. He looks... a big save on the pen, but that was a bit of a flap. Montano. Come on, guys. Sort it out. Gleason boots it long. Straight into the possession of Minnesota. But we get it back. Nunes can get a cross in there. Overcooks it. And it'll be a throw. Richardson, again, gives it away. Poor game management here by Timbers. Kind of choking it. Giving it away. Forlan. Nunez loses it. Szymanski. Demidov, Calvo, Valentin cleans up Ridgewell, back to the keeper Gleason, boots it long to Obibise. Can he do something with it? Yes, he can. Nunez, Forlan. He's just rolled away with him. And on the other end, Finley nearly gets a decent shot on, but Gleeson equal to it. We are rolling towards the final whistle. Last minute drama. Can we deal with it? It looks like we can. 2-1 winners on the road at Minnesota. So that win there keeps us top of the pops. Houston do have a game in hand, but if they do win that, they would still be 2 points adrift. In the second match of this video, we take on Real Salt Lake at our place. The current situation of the table looks like this. Real Salt Lake currently find themselves 10th in the Western Conference. Portland are first. We are 5 points clear over Houston, who still have a game in hand. I think they just lost. It must have been in the cup. But anyway, let's waste no more time and jump straight in with this match. So my starting 11 for this match looks like this. Gleeson in goal, Myers, Ridgewell, Wambaya, Powell, Guzman, Valeri, Chiera, Blanco, and Gabe's back, and Addy up front. Also on the bench, Nunez, Forlan, Richardson, and Valentin, to name but a few. And our visitors going with a 4-2-3-1. And we kick the match off. Blanco, Chiara, tries to set up in Gabe, who's back from injury, which is good to see. Savino now here for Real Salt Lake, but loses it. And Gabe sets up Addy, he runs, pulls it back from Mbaya, and that just pretty much ends right there. Ridgewell and Gabe gets a cross in there. Guzman for the Timbers, loses it. Here come Real Salt Lake. Long range effort for Gleeson to get down to the ground. First real feel of the ball. 15 minutes in. No real excitement to get... no real efforts to get excited about. That's what I was trying to say. But we got corner. Pumped in there. Plata is shot by Real Salt Lake over the top. So far, pretty boring. Pretty boring action. Zambelli. Zavrino. Zambelli gets across in the power heads clear. Beckham in long range effort. Again, Gleeson doesn't even have to move. So Addy nursing a little bit of an injury. Valerio with a free kick on the other end. Romando, cool as you like, really. Grabs it out of the air. No joy. Ridgewell, injured. Great. Making a sub. Ridgewell off. Valentin coming on for the Timbers. Throw in for Real Salt Lake. Beckerman. Silva. To the other Silva. Beltran. Plata. Blocked. Take a ricochet and it'll be a throw for Salt Lake. Plata with a free kick. Headed clear by Blanco now with the ball. Addy. Valeri, Blanco, can he get a decent ball? It takes an awful ricochet from Tony Belton, the Real Salt Lake defender, into his own net. I'll take that to the bank, my friends. Addy, Valeri, here is on the replay. Blanco, here it comes. Pink off his head, poor chap. Poor chap. That's 1-0 Portland. I'll take him. They could be screamers, they could be nice work team goals, or big fat OGs, I'll take him. And then Gabe nearly scoring there on his return, but his last touch floats over the bar as we creep and crawl to the half-time. We've got our noses in front. Do we deserve to be? I'm not too sure. Chiara and Gabe, Addy, Valeri over the top for Blanco. Can he get cross in? Again, there was a lot of bodies in there, and there was a lot of Real Salt Lake players that could have repeated. But anyway, that's 1-0, half-time, Portland up. Second half gets underway, and Real Salt Lake kick us off. Like I said, we are 1-0 up, and that is a cheeky throw for Portland, but the possession switched hands, and here come Portland. Valeri, Chiara. Back to Blanco now, his long-range effort, or his decent effort, was up and over. Let me just change this up a little bit, see if we can have a look at the table. League table, there we go. And let's also change this to have a look at latest scores, if there are any. Blanco, we'll get to this. Gets a cross in there. Guzman for the Timbers. Powell. Ngabe. Chiara. Guzman. Valeri. Chiara. Ngabe. Valeri. Nicely worked this. I think Valeri had the last strike. It goes over for a corner. Valeri will take the corner to Ngabe. Blanco thinks about it. His shot is blocked. Yes, we are the only game in action. I thought there was other games going on, but no. Powell, throw in. Addy, back to Powell. Headed clear. Here come Real Salt Lake. Savrino gets a cross in there. Headed clear. Beckerman, Plata, cleared. Ngabe. It's good to have him back. Plata with a free kick. Place it short. Beltran. Backward. Beckerman's hacked down. Possession still in the box. We need to get rid of it realistically. And it's punted clear. Here comes Addy, Chiara, Valeri. We need a second goal. Blanco. Can we get a cross in? Addy, was that a scissor kick? Was that a scissor kick? Little cheeky little bug. He's got an injury. You need to take it easy, son. Silva. Beckerman. Sunday. That's cool. Blanco. Can he get a cross in? He's got body in the box. And he's there. Smashes in there. That's the second. I'm going to take him off now. He has got an injury. So double substitution. I've taken Ngabe off. First game back and all that. And brought Nunez on. Hopefully he can have a better performance than he did in the last game. Plata with the free kick for Real Salt Lake. Well wide. Gleason calm as you like. Didn't even move. So that win. Whew, starting to look good at the top there. I don't want to get a little bit too cocky, but Houston are only real threats. They've got 2 games in hand and they could close the gap themselves, but I think the top 2 looks good for the Timbers. I'm not sure how many games we've got to play before the next sort of phase, so that's something to bear in mind. But I think we're rattling through the season. Babise, can he get a cross in? Back to Myers. He can get a cross in. Romando down. Collects it. What's he going to do with it, though? Boots it long. Headed over. Valentin's there. Plata. Beckerman. Silva. Savarino shot for the Real Salt Lake. Is wide. But yeah, there's like a 20-point gap between ourselves and Kansas City in 3rd. So I need to have a look at our fixtures after this. Guzman. Chara. Brought down. Here comes Real Salt Lake. Molivizian shot is wide. Powell with the throw. Babise. Powell. Blanco. Chara. Good effort. We should roll this out now for the 3 points. Gleason boots his goal kick towards Babise. Chara. Nunez. Valeri. Is there still time for anything else? Probably not. Chara. Blanco. And there it is. Portland 2. Real Salt Lake 0. And that win, like I said, keeps us top of the pops. 8 points clear of Houston, who do have 2 games in hand. So that wraps up this episode, folks. In the next episode, we're going to probably come back around about the Toronto-New York Red Bulls games. We've not seen those 2 in action before we kick it on towards the end of the season. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things FM18 related, and also Portland Timbers, baby. Thanks again for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all FM18 content moving forward.